But basically, we're going to be making a terrarium out of a condom today. Not a used one. This is the design phase. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I got a bunch of condoms. Could you imagine trying to explain to someone at a store, someone you've never met before, that why you're buying these? Especially the large ones. Imagine how those conversations went. I mean, I have to keep the condom inflated. So that part's going to be challenging, but we're going to start drawing up some designs. Okay, so the base has to be decently big because you can't have a terrarium that's like that big. I want it to be at least that big. I don't know how I'm going to stretch the condom to that size though. I gotta get the condoms, but I don't want to touch a bunch of condoms. Because then I got that lube on my hands and that stuff's nasty. But I'm gonna have to. I won't, like if I can't stretch the base, then it's gonna be that big, which isn't a very big terrarium. If I can get it to that big, compared to this, that's a big size increase, and I will actually be very happy with that. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna stretch the condom that big. These are the condoms, which I think are just normal ones, but I thought I ordered bigger ones, but I'm pretty sure these are just normal. It says they're thicker. But I thought I ordered like double-sized ones or something. Let's see how big we can get these. Look, there's chunks in there. I forgot these also smell so bad. Now my hands are gonna smell like this all day. I forgot. These ones are gross. Okay, can we get it around this? That's the test. If we can get it around that, then I'll be happy. Because obviously, we're not going to be like a super big one. Okay, we can. So we can get, I just need to find a way to keep this inflated. My hands smell so bad. Okay, so we can get it inflated. That one ripped. I want it to where it stands up on its own. So it's going to be needing more pressure. Which I think we can do. Just got to make a base. I think a nice aluminum base would be cool. But the only aluminum I have that's big enough, I don't want to cut. It took forever to cut last time. I could 3D print one, which is probably what I'll do. I'll 3D print one that has like a groove along the bottom. So I can put an O-ring for extra protection. I think I'm gonna have to 3D print it because it's gonna have to have the base is gonna have to be like hollow so that you can have soil and other stuff in there that you need, like rocks and stuff, so it can filter. I don't imagine this is going to sustain life very long, but yeah, you need a couple things. So I'm gonna 3D print one that has it's like concaved and basically hollow, and we're gonna do that. I would like to put it on my lathe, but the only thing I have that is remotely close to the size I need is a chunk of aluminum, and that's gonna take forever to cut, and I don't have a bit big enough to hollow out the inside. I could use a boring bar, but I don't think the boring bar won't get close to the right size that I needed. I can't do that on my lathe currently. So I have to 3D print it, which is an excuse to use my 3D printer for a build, which is the first time I've actually been able to do that since my other one crapped out after less than a month. Fingers crossed this one doesn't, because this was expensive. Okay, I'm back. I got done printing it. I'll probably paint it black, but the rocks will go down first, and then like a little mesh layer, and then dirt, and then the condom over the top. This isn't the exact size I wanted, but I couldn't find anything that was the exact size I wanted, and I didn't feel like 3D modeling because I still haven't hooked up my computer to my 3D printer, so I can't do it. It is bigger than this though, which is a good size, and it's way bigger than this. So it's kind of in the middle of what I wanted, which will work. I do want to put like a groove in it to where the condom can sit, and then I put an O-ring over that so it can be an even tighter fit, so like the condom can't slip off. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because this is 3D printed. I don't know how well that will work on the lathe. I think that will work. I just need to get some moss and dirt and rocks. I thought this would be a more difficult video to figure out, but this is actually pretty simple. Yeah, I will leave a link in the description or whatever for the files for this, because this isn't mine. It's supposed to be like a Mario tube, like pipe that you can hide stuff in. I don't imagine they ever thought in a million years that this would be what it became. I'm gonna paint this. Paint it black. I'll be back tomorrow where we finish up the rocket cart and the Condom Terrarium. Condorarium. Not 100% sure on the name. But I got another terrarium build that I want to do. That'll be that might be next year, but it'll be a while. But yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome back. This is the next day, but we're gonna be finishing up the Condom Terrarium. It's all painted. It's a little tacky for some reason, but it's not coming off, so I think it's good. That is like, I didn't even paint the inside, but the inside's a little black. But yeah, we're gonna got a bag of rocks. I just need the soil and then some plants. I think we're just gonna put moss in it. But we should be done with the Condom Terrarium today. Okay. This is all stuff for the video, which if you watch the live stream that I just did, you'll know what it is. You're supposed to wash the rocks. I never do. It don't really matter. I don't imagine this is going to last very long. We just put a decent amount of rocks in there. You want more rocks than you have dirt, so that there's more filtration. I've learned that. If you have more dirt than rocks, or about the same amount, then it's not very good for it. Smaller ones. Okay, then this rest will be filled up with dirt. I'm gonna poke a bunch of holes in it. So that water, you're gonna want to poke a bunch of holes right here. You want to poke a bunch of holes in it so water can get through. This is actually the worst way to do it. We'll do 2 layers because this one has a giant gash in it now. Okay, now we just put dirt in, which I'll go get some. I'll be right back. Okay, it's still winter, so it's kind of hard to find stuff to put inside the terrarium. So all I could find was little chunks of moss. So that's what's going to be in it, just basically little chunks of moss. And if the terrarium lives, then the moss will spread. But I'm also going to put a rock in there. Yeah, let's do this. It doesn't look great, but like I said, there's not a lot of stuff growing right now since it's the 8th of February and we live in the middle of the country, so it's not a lot. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in here, and then we're gonna put the condom on. This one looks like a used condom. Why is it? There's that chunk of lube. Can't stand that smell. We're gonna put another O-ring around it for extra protection. Tighter O-ring. That one's too small. Well, this was actually a lot easier than I thought to make. I'll see if I can get the footage from my 3D printer. I don't know how to access that yet, but I'll see if I can get it so then I could do the time lapse of the build of this. But I will do periodic check-ins. Like, this video doesn't come out till the summer, so if it's still alive by the time this video comes out, I'll be very impressed. If this condom doesn't just like crack and just start leaking, I'll be very impressed. But here is ribbed and everything. My condom terrarium. It's a unique project. I don't think I looked on Google and I think on YouTube for condom terrariums and like stuff growing in condoms. There's nothing. There's like literally nothing that came up even close to this. If this survives, I'll just be blown away. I don't know why there's chunky lube in here. But there's a chunk of lube. It's gross. These condoms are horrible. Guys, I will check back in with you. I'll do a check-in every month until this video comes out. Or every so often. I'll just do a check-in every now and then. I'll do a check-in next week when I come out here to see if this thing's still kicking. I'll see you then. We'll do an update. We'll see you then.